Welcome. Right then, you're going to be fed up hearing that, regular viewers, by the time well, it looks like we're going to reach at least the first goal in the crowdfunder campaign in one day, 24 hours. We've got to within a fiver of halfway to the initial goal of £3,000. My heart's bursting, honestly, to say that I'm I'm grateful. Well, I'm grateful for everything, of course, but particularly to the donors for getting us to this point. The point of optimism, actually, I'm forcing down thoughts that we might even get a replacement for the Moose and the Canadian Moose fixed from this point. It's achievable, so I've got more optimism on that, and basically I've got a lot of optimism that we will at least refurbish both these beautiful vehicles. So it goes on, and I thank you all for sticking with me in this. If you want to, I'll put up just before I tell you what we're going to actually do with today's broadcast, I'll make sure we've got the GoFundMe information on screen. That's how you can help me save the moose and keep the whole medicine show on the road. And again, thanks to those that have already. Okay, today, Alberta Day. Can't mention the moose without thinking about Canada. Can't think about Canada without thinking about Ruth Purves Smith, our Moose Mama in Canada. And I was out for the launch of her album. The video, which I'm just about to play, it's hardly a video actually, it's been recognised across America and Canada and in Europe as well as award-winning film short. The name of the album and the film is Piano in a Field, and I was there for the launch of that album. It's the end of the summer, September time, I think it was all going down. Okay, so we're going to recap in all of that today. Alberta Day, led by Ruth Purves Smith, and thanks to Ruth for jumping on this crowdfund just as soon as we got as I let her know it was going on. She was on there and shared it with all her multitude of fans, friends and family, who a great many of whom I managed to meet when I was there at the launch. The launch was at the spectacular very spectacular, because it's gone straight from my mind. Grill, stage and grill, and it's on some of the links, and I'm going to play that just before too long. Okay. It'll come to me as we go on. It usually does. Okay, so I am going to deaden myself here, and I'm going to play so that it doesn't do all that horrible stuff it did yesterday, and play the appeal video that's up on YouTube and at the GoFundMe page as well, and that'll give a few folks a time to arrive. Thanks to those who are already here, it's very much appreciated. Thanks guys, stick with us while I find the very thing that we need, and I'll kill myself as well. I'll be back in a minute. Right then, that was my dad's call to action, and me and my brother Mark had loads of fun with that. He would stand in the middle of the room and just go, right then. We were supposed to jump to attention and get things done. However, in the spirit of my brother Mark, and in the knowledge that this is actually crunch time now, I'm asking each and every one of you if you can help me with this crowdfund appeal. Basically, both both vehicles, the Canadian Moose and the British Moose that I live in, are no longer fit for purpose, is the truth. It hurts me to say so. I love these two vehicles. But best case scenario, they need replacing. Worst case scenario, they need some money spent on them to get them into another year out here on the road. And it's 9 years now we've been out here. And on the 10th anniversary, it was always my hope that we would achieve the goals that I set out on the 4th of July 2016, Independence Day, the day we cut the umbilical and set out on the road. We're close. So tantalizingly close. TV station, TV soundstage, 1,500 videos collected over the last 9 years. That's 1,500 artists that at least that we've helped. Countless amounts of community venues, community festivals, and house concerts visited and supported. And the Moose still is rolling on, but who knows how long for. Stuff needs doing, and I need to ask you if you can help me with that. So please do consider helping. All the loving, all the sharing, all the caring, all the likes, that really does help. However, it's time to cut to the chase, and as Moose Mama Ruth Purves Smith often said while we were travelling, nothing says I love you more than cold hard cash. True story. And that got us up and down America and on the cream of the milk of human kindness, and has got me all across Europe to this point. So I'm asking, please, if you could, and you have got any disposable cash, if you've enjoyed one of these videos, if you've follow the Moose, please do contribute. If you're an artist, I'll be coming knocking on your door that we've helped with promo and with these videos. I'll be coming knocking on your door and asking you to help as well by sharing, by doing another session perhaps. Maybe we could do something on Restream. Maybe I could come and visit while the van's still going and do another Moose session. I will, and we're doing this to get us started. We're going to the Netherlands in 2017 for a Keegan McEnroe video that we had broadcast in Vlaanderen in the Netherlands. Keegan, as soon as I asked him if he would help, he said yes. So at some point, he's up in Alaska at the moment, but when he gets back, he's going to do, we'll have a Moose catch-up here, which is going to be great. I'm going to get to catch up with a whole load of people that we met on the road, and I'm so looking forward to that as well. So I figure if I utilise iMtv, which has 30,000 followers, a potential 30,000 audience with those videos, and ask the artists to do the same across their networks, then I reckon we can reach everybody that we have managed to help and managed to get to see over those 9 years. And if they utilise their networks and the folks that love their music see the value in promotion like this as you do, then I reckon we can get to some way close to achieving the goal that is at the top of this page. Anyway, I'm going to try. Because this is it. For me, this is what I want to do. I've realised this is my role in life, and I want to do it just as long as I'm physically able to do it. And for that, really need your help. So please do dig deep as deep as you can. Buy me a beer. That's not deep. I'll buy you it back, and I promise that when we get to see you. And all the artists, I promise that we will promote your music to the 30,000 people this video has a chance of reaching, and you're one of them. Thank you so much for getting me this far, and let's see if we can get all the way in the next year to the potential. Well, I mean, the potential is endless with the right kind of backing. It really is. And music is the best medicine. That's why it's written on that banner behind us. It's the best medicine for these disenfranchised times. And I'm here to do the best I can for those that really can make a difference. You can make a difference to me and the Moose right now. So please click the button, $5, it would help. Thank you.
Ben? Leaving is none of my business. It's all my business. I'm so done with you. I can't take this anymore.
Sirens, lights flashing across the window of a cheap motel room. She rented with her last dime. She loved him. God, she loved him with a passion, but she could never save him or stop her heart from breaking. Time and time again, she spent her day driving down a dead-end road with crate after crate of everything she ever owned. Towels and toys and kitchen chairs, books and bags of Tupperware, a grand piano, and she left that piano in the field, and who knows if she'll ever play again. 4 months later, or maybe a little longer, where the hell has she been sleeping? Nowhere good. Every day just serves to remind her that her baby's gone and her true love's lost, and she can't think her way out of this one. Her dreams decayed and her plans all faded. Time and time again, she spends her days walking down that dead-end road to get to the place where everything she ever owned is. Towels and toys and kitchen chairs, books and bags of Tupperware, a grand piano. She left that piano in the field, and who knows if she'll ever play again. Hold on, fist curled over fingers, gotta just keep breathing. She left that piano in the field, and
yes, emotive and very touching. That is Ruth Purves Smith's award-winning video, and you can see all the awards it's won in the screen just now. Award-winning video for Piano in the Field, actually short movie. Chandra, her beautiful daughter, you can see in the video, has one of those awards as Best Actress in a short, and I think that was New York Film Festival that did that. So it's really doing the business, this, for Ruth, and it's so encouraging because this whole project, she threw her whole life into it, and I don't know how many times she's remortgaged her home, but definitely for this project, and it's paying dividends. Whether it pays back the money, that's another thing, but it's certainly getting her name out and about, and I'm delighted to say that. We were on iMtv, were the first to broadcast that video here in Europe. Let me see if I can just get rid of that graphic, and yes, I can, and hopefully we can bring in my graphic. You know, I don't think you heard the outro to that because of my clumsy fingers, but that was Ruth Purves Smith with her Piano in the Field video, and in fact it's a movie short. It's officially a movie short because it's won all those awards, and I'll put that graphic back up again so you can see how well it's doing for it. Still is. Every week there's a film festival that is mentioned, at least mentioned in dispatches. That's Ruth's beautiful daughter, Chandra, who helped us raise the moose in the first place. And you saw her handling a spanner, not particularly well in that instance, but she did when the original moose was raised. She changed all the hoses, the brakes, and got it going for us, and off we went on that amazing trip. Really, 2.5 years travelling in between Europe and America with Ruth Purves Smith. So well done, Ruth. I'm going to play, I might play the video at the end again, but I'm certainly going to play Ruth just now. And I'm looking for the video. Just now, I'm going to play her performance at the Badlands Boogie. Sorry, I should get rid of that. That graphic there. It's not easy, this, you know. It's only me, and that's what I do seriously love about working at Teapot Studio, because the sound and the graphics are taken care of. Even putting on these little memes down the bottom and all that is handled by someone else. Callum, and thank you for that, Jamie and Robin, thanks for everything that you do at Teapot Studios for iMtv as well. I'm actually not there just now, but I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll have more information on that a bit later on. But at the moment, the GoFundMe page is going particularly well. I have to thank everybody for that. There's some information at the bottom. We're halfway there to the original goal, or the first goal. Original goal is £10,000 to get the moose in Canada back on the road, and to perhaps retire this old girl, or at least give her a more local role. And we've been offered help finding a new vehicle as well by people in the trade, and all sorts of fabulous stuff happening around yesterday's launch. So apart from getting halfway to the first goal, it's been extraordinary. So today is Alberta Day. We're featuring the music of Ruth Purves Smith, and we're going off to the Badlands Boogie, which Ruth is helping to promote this year. She's back there again. We were there last September. It's been moved to June to coincide with the Calgary Stampede, and to hopefully get some funding from the Stampede people, but also to have an outlet for some music during the Stampede as well. Now, the spot, I mean, you just saw the landscape in that video of Alberta. it's not pretty. Not in a Highland context anyway. But man, it's vast. It sure is. I mean, they don't think twice about driving 100 miles into Calgary to pick up on a deal on a steak or something like that. That just happens. I was doing a lot of driving out there. Ended up at the Badlands Boogie, and the Moose didn't do much driving past that. It's back now at Ruth's place in Swalwell, needing a transmission. I would call it a gearbox, but they call it transmission. There it is, automatic transmission, and John from the Badlands Boogies reckons you can get one. So that might well be the first thing that your money's going to be spent on. So we're thanking you for that, and we're thanking you for everything, really. Ruth Purves Smith and me. It is we wouldn't be here without you. It's simple as that. Let's have Ruth at the Badlands Boogie. I'll tell you more about that when we get back.
Thank you, baby. 2 weeks ago. It just came out. Thank you, baby. 2 weeks ago. Which of course supports the industrial military complex. So apparently we don't get along. They won't put it up for me. Ha ha. Mother bunch of flipping birds. Anyway, I am thousands and thousands of dollars in debt from doing this record because you know what, the flying flipbird is the 21st century anyway. So I want to sell you a record. It's got a bunch of art. I inspired a whole bunch of different artists to write or to draw a picture from the title track, or paint a picture, or make a mosaic, or do something. And so I included all their artwork in the album, and I've got a booklet in there with the lyrics and the stories and the artwork all available on CD, of course, because it's 1985 in my mind still, when I was all of 18. Anyhow, there's a number of songs on there that you probably haven't heard yet, so I'm going to sing one in for you right now. This is a song about my dad. When he passed away, I couldn't sing it anymore. I wasn't ever going to play it again, and then the boys at the studio did such a beautiful job of it for me, because we ended up putting it on the scratch tracks, that I could sing it again. This goes out to all the dads. When I was just a little girl, my father said to me, let's take a walk down in the clover, out across the creek. The only bridge across that stream was old and rickety. I was afraid and could not cross, so Dad came back for me. He said, I will cross over, I will cross over, I will cross over to you. I will cross over and we'll dance in the clover. I will cross over to you. Since that time, a lot of miles I've traveled down the road. And oftentimes my dad was there helping with the load. One day he just grew too tired. Somehow we all get old. And I came back to help him through the deepened winter snows. I said, I will cross over, I will cross over, I will cross over to you. I will cross over and we'll dance in the clover. I will cross over to you. And when there's again like all things do. That wheel, it turned around, and he went on ahead of me as I watched from the ground. He will wait till I am ready, then he'll show me what he's found. His voice will call me softly, I know I'll hear the sound. He'll say, I will cross over, I will cross over, I will cross over to you. I will cross over and we'll dance in the clover. I will cross over to you. And when there's nowhere left to dance, we'll have to fly. If you'll just take my hand, I know it will be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be alright. Yeah, it's gonna be alright. Yay to ads. Well, once again, it's a stunningly hot day in Drumheller.
And yes, oh, it was so hot. We were in September, and it's either cold or hot in Calgary, in Alberta. And we're having an Alberta day, so that's pretty cool. Let me explain a bit about that. That is the view of the festival site. The festival is the Badlands Boogie, and it's on the Graham Ranch, which is also a back film and western making backlot, and it's all rigged up with 5-wheeler trucks and trailers and all sorts of stuff. The stage itself, no need to protect it from the rain, apart from one day we had the biggest electrical storm I have ever had witness to. And let me see if I can pull that out of the way as well and bring myself back up again. I can do all this stuff, you know, just not very well, but it's doable if I can find the right button. Let me lift the phone up a minute. There, it's there. Okay, so I can do it better in portrait than I can in landscape, but we'll put the videos up in landscape. Yeah, I was talking about Drumheller. It's actually the home of more dinosaurs have been found in that canyon than anywhere else in the world. There is a ongoing dinosaur project going there, and it's got its own home in the village. Well, it's nothing much more than a village, it's a town. It's an old mining town as well, so it vibrates with me, resonates with me being from Kelty, or growing up in Kelty, which was a mining hub here in Scotland. So I posted a lot of stuff about Drumheller while I was there. We did a history blog on the mine and on the Graham Ranch. Now, good luck to John. He's in year 11 of doing this festival, and it's a fundraiser for his local heritage, and the local heritage is mostly I think they all arrived there for the mining. There was a coal rush. His family arrived in 1905. They had come from the Black Isle, Graham's in the Black Isle in Scotland. They started off with about 5 milk cows and hit the wave when the prospectors for coal arrived and ended up with this massive, I think it's about 60,000 acres or some ridiculous amount of land out there. Wild horses roaming free, lots of Native American stuff lying around, sadly. I didn't meet many Native Americans when I was there. However, he's hip to all of that and is keeping the heritage alive. There's an old bridge that he's particularly interested in just now, and it's a wooden frame bridge. It was erected in 1914 and is in need of repair. The festivals are all about helping him repair that. Go into your IMTV page and search for Rob Ellen and Badlands Boogie, and you'll get more information on that. I'll put this up just now. Look at that. That's the festival site. It's right down there in the canyon, and also he's got room for RVs. People come out from Calgary there for the weekend. There's a river runs through it, and bathing and all sorts of stuff, and I spent the best time there. I don't think I'm going to get to the show this year. It's a bit close to Belladrum anyway. However, I don't know if we can get this old Kickstarter going as well as it is going. Then I could well head over there with enough money to get that gearbox fitted in enough time to get there and enough time to get back. It's asking a lot, actually. I think what we will do is after Belladrum, because I have to be back for Belladrum. It's the one thing of the year that I need to be in the Highlands, and a good reason to be in the Highlands as well. I'll do a show on Belladrum at some point. This show is on Alberta, and in particularly featuring the music of Moose Mama, Ruth Purves Smith, who you just saw at the I think that's it there, that you just saw at the I'm talking to myself, excuse me, at the Badlands Boogie. So good luck to John and Ruth with everything in the Badlands Boogie. I think there's still some early bird tickets available, at least that's what it's saying on. I'll put up that information before we move on. There you are. So yeah, if you're in the Calgary area, or even if you fancy seeing the Calgary Stampede, it's the same weekend as Calgary Stampede, which means get into Calgary, have a big old time, then get out to Drumhelia and chill out at the festival. What a good idea that is. Maybe next year. Okay, so moving on, let's have a bit more of Ruth. I'm going to play the concert that we went out for the launch of Piano in a Field, and it starts off with the title track of that, and then then when we get back, I'll maybe play something else from Alberta as well. Ruth Purves Smith, Piano in a Field launch concert at the Ironwood, the wonderful Ironwood stage and grill, one of the iconic venues anywhere that I've ever visited, actually. Their open mic session, God, it's Calgary's a music city. It's Canada's version of Nashville in very, very many ways. The like Nashville has the Hall of Fame, Calgary has the Canadian Music Museum and great radio stations, and that strip that the Ironwood is on is bouncing with live music. This couldn't have gone better for Ruth. She sold it out with family, friends and fans, and I'm hoping this comes up and I can duck out and leave you to enjoy it. No, didn't. So what I'm going to do is I might have to mute the stream. Stay with us, guys. Mute the stream and go find it again. So Let's delete that. Mute that. I could actually play that while I'm looking. Let me just have a wee look while I'm in the frame of mind to see if I can find it. So, local image. There it is. So that's
lights flashing across the window of a cheap motel room. You wish you ended with her last time. She loved him, God, she loved him with a passion. She could never save him or stop her heart from breaking. After
So yes, I thought it was longer than that. That was the version of Piano of the Field, which was broadcast at the time when Ruth launched the album at the Ironwood in Calgary. So proud of her. I mean, so much work went into that whole project. I wonder if I've got that video with the producer. It's worth having a look for. I'll see if I can pull that up. 2 seconds. Give me a wee moment to consider the situation. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to refine these shows. I'm going to do one a day, at least for a little while, to keep the momentum going on the, but also to connect with these people that we've met over the last 9 years that I've been on the road, and maybe 4 of them with Ruth and yon Canadian Moose. She came over here as well. So add a scene. I'll be back in a minute. Come on, add the scene. Media. It's not gonna do it. It's not playing the game. Oh, there's a chance. There's a chance. Let's see if we can find it. Nah, it didn't get to download, folks. Unfortunate. Okay, well, maybe on the evening shift. At the moment, I launched it yesterday at noon, and it was freaky. Within hours, we'd got a third of the way towards the premier goal. After 24 hours, now I'm here to say that we're halfway there to the premier goal, which will mean, and I can't believe that this is true, we reached that premier goal, and I've every confidence we can now, and I'll have enough money to refurbish, at least refurbish this old girl, and I'll get the Canadian Moose going as well, and maybe get some of the way down to Nova Scotia, which would be grand, wouldn't it? And certainly on the bucket list, the tick list, is to upgrade the tech so that the film that I'm doing when I'm out and about, and we've already started on this, hopefully you'll see the difference from next weekend when we get to the Crags for Clover Hill Festival. Should be in a position to have a better technical output for that, thanks to Jamie and Robin at Teapot Studio, with the ultimate goal being that we can broadcast to the quality that we're starting to achieve at Teapot now. They've got it down to fine art, those two. I mean, now what can happen is we can actually video a house concert, the Rundhus TV sessions. There's 1 or 2 up there on the web page already, which I'll push that button for you so you can see where to view all of that. 1 or 2 up there already. And now when an artist comes in and does a Rundhus session with the full crew there, we can video that with a pro sound live mix through the studio. It's all tagged in, and it's all synced to the point where 5 minutes after they've finished the session, we can present that on a flash drive to the artist. If they wanted to, and this is, to me, is really exciting. How do artists make money out of music now that they can't sell it? You have to be extra creative, and the merch desk is pretty much the first place that the creativity happens. We can give them a copy of the concert that they just did with us on a flash drive with all the marketing, that they can just put that on their merch desk and say, this is for sale. So they start off, could come in, they could fly in, start their tour off at Teapot, get the promo from this 30,000 people we can reach now. It's a potential audience, and that part of the crowdfund push and the reason for these videos is that we are trying to reach every one of those 30,000 people with this news. And I've got loads of the artists already subscribed to help us out. Ruth is today's artist. Tomorrow, who are we doing? Sot up in Ullapool has offered to do a fundraising gig at the Cayley Place as part of her speakeasy series at the Cayley Place in Ullapool. So I think we'll get a crew for that. If you fancy a trip up to Ullapool and sing a few songs, jump in the Moose, let's go do it. I haven't got a date for that yet, but I'm going to play some such music tomorrow, so we'll have an Ullapool day tomorrow, which is no bad thing. A lot of iMtv and output in the early days particularly came out of Ullapool, so we'll have an Ullapool day tomorrow. And let's get back to what I was talking about today. If I can retrace my footsteps, I'm going to play a bit of Tremoloco, who I bumped into at the same venue actually in Alberta while I was there. Let you see the quality that while we were there we talked about. This is the ongoing thing. As I travel, if there is anything extraordinary, I do my very best to help them get to Scotland and Britain. And if it really works out, particularly for Belladrum Festival, which we have been contributing to now for 21 years. We're in with the bricks with that one. We have now got our own stage. It's called the Moose. It's Moose Hollow. And Tremoloco will be, I can't believe this, our special guests at Moose Hollow on Saturday and keep your eyes peeled for more information on the whole European tour. It's first time in Europe. First European festival appearance is with Belladrum Festival, and they will be my special guests on the Saturday, the 2nd of August. It's all being organised right now. So let's get myself back to there and bring you some Tremoloco. Sorry I couldn't bring you that interview for Ruth, but I think you get the picture. It would be lovely. She has, and when I do the Belladrum day, which I'm going to do before too long, I'll pull up some of Ruth's show that she did at Belladrum for us a few years back. This is the one for Tremoloco. They are Robbie and Tony, who are the backbone of the group and travel mostly the west coast of America, but all the way up to Calgary. It's a hot spot for them as well. They record in Austin with a top-notch band. The recordings are brilliant. Houston as well. They travel the Gulf Coast quite a bit. It's Gulf Coast music in a way. It's Tex-Mex, it's Cantina, it's Cajun, it's Zydeco, it's everything in between, all of that. They are leading exponents of that This is the Calgary band who are seriously leading exponents of everything in Calgary. The guitarist, whose name escapes me at the moment, and apologies for that, he runs the best blues jam, the Blues Can, in Calgary, and has done forever. They're all coming to Belladrum this year. This is them on that same stage at the Ironwood in Calgary, and I broadcast this while I was there in September too. Thanks for viewing this, guys. Again, I'll flash up the information on how folks can contribute to the GoFundMe fund. As I said, we're halfway to the primary goal, £3,000, to which at a guesstimate will refurbish both these vehicles that we've been travelling in for the last 9 years across Europe, 25 states of the Union, 4 Canadian provinces. They've been great for us, but they're starting to get a bit tired, so they need help. I need help, and if we get all the way to the 10k, then we'll retire this old girl, keep it local, and buy something more into continental, and do up all the tech in the process as well. So it's ongoing. It's ongoing moose story. Tomorrow, Saw Otter is our featured artist, and we will have an Ullapool Day. This is us back in Calgary with the music, roots music of the West Coast and borderlands of America. This is, well, I think it's a bit Cajun, this one. It is cantina music. They're coming for Belgium.
Well, we got time for a few more. See that jackrabbit go by, Johnny Man?
Looking for a sign, an empty beach on a rugged coast, trolling with a broken line. California dreaming, running short on time. Rodriguez is missing, he's gotta realize we leave no one behind. It's been too long to not get it right. No need to try and find yourself. Trust no star deep in your heart. Leave your compass on the shelf. Hector came to see me. He can guide through the darkest night. Rodriguez is missing. I hope you realize we leave no one behind. Jump across that gulf. Mezcal gonna make you trip real easy. It's the landing that might get rough. Sinaloa said nothing. Mescalero, it's sublime. Rodriguez still missing. He'll see the vision. We leave no one behind.